Welcome back to the Phoenix College Athletic Podcast. This is Coach Cameron. This is episode 22, and this is Gina VanArsdall. She is a national championship winner. She's an All-American. She's a female athlete of the year of Arizona. She is everything, but the biggest title she has is Mama Bear. What do you mean Mama Bear? Well, she had 4 children of her own when she won the 2012 national championship. It's an amazing story how she was able to balance her life, academics, softball, and to be successful as she was is mind-blowing. And this is what I love about this podcast. I love talking about opportunity. That's what Phoenix College Athletics gives to our institution. It gives opportunities to those who are forgotten. She wasn't forgotten, and she's now being celebrated for a lifetime because she's a national championship winner. Please sit back, relax, enjoy this podcast, and meet Gina VanArsdall.
Fox 10 News in HD returns.
One of the country's top female softball pitchers lives right here in Phoenix, and she's not at all what you would expect. Diane Ryan had a chance to catch up with her.
They call me Mama Bear right there.
And Mama Bear has a very fast pitch. So fast, it's hard to hit. Mama Bear is the 37-year-old pitcher on the Phoenix College softball team. Gina VanArsdall is also a mother of 4 and a nursing student.
It's distilled in my blood to be a pitcher.
And Gina's good at it. She's ranked as one of the top softball pitchers in the country. The Phoenix College Bears won the Division II Softball World Series this year. Even she's surprised.
The strength that I still have to be able to do it has been amazing.
Gina played softball since she was a kid. She played for Phoenix College in 1997. She was 22 years old. She left to get married and have kids. She came back to school last year with Coach Heinz Mueller's blessing.
It was a real honor to have her call me, and we had her come in. She pitched. Looked like she didn't lose anything.
The 37-year-old posted a 26-5 record this season with 130 strikeouts. Her teammates are almost half her age.
I'm amazed by her talent, amazed by her hard work and her drive. I think she's an amazing person.
Gina will be back next year, but not as a player. She'll be helping out as a coach, and she's looking forward to it. Coach Mueller expects Gina will be a great coach. Diane Ryan, Fox 10 News.
No, and I'm already recording because I don't want to lose any opportunity. So we already did this yesterday.
Okay.
Your voice was working. Mine wasn't.
Okay.
And right now, I'm in.
Okay.
And you're in. So we're all good.
Yay.
Gina, thank you so much for coming on once again to the Phoenix College Athletic Podcast, Take 2. Episode 22, and we're excited to have you. So you just finished pitching practice?
Yes, I have a girl that comes from Sedona.
Oh my gosh!
Hit live batting. So I throw batting practice like I used to do at PC for the girls. So I kind of rolled that over to my own thing now.
Nice. Hey, can you pull your camera up? I can't see you on the podcast again. Right there, perfect.
Okay.
That's much better. So, So Gina, you're a Hall of Famer from Phoenix College. You are a national champion. You are a record holder for what, ERA?
ERA, for the lowest ERA. Yes, sir.
What was that? 0.56, I think.
It was like a point. I thought it was like a 0.4 something, or it could be 0.56 or something like that. I think it was like a 0.48 or something like that.
Explain to us. What's an ERA? I don't even know what it is.
It's like your
earned runs or whatever.
Earned run or something like that.
Earned runs against.
There you go.
Yeah, I'm good with acronyms. I am wearing number 3. Who's number 3? Do you remember?
Oh gosh, no.
Yeah, I don't remember numbers either.
I'm older now, so it's harder to remember things.
So let's talk about you, Gina. So you out of high school, so you won 2 state championships at Independence High School, graduate, and you don't play college ball right away. You decided that you were going to start a family. So, so you have 2 children.
Yes.
And
at that time, yeah.
At that time, and then out of the blue, you're like, okay, I want to go back to college, or go to college.
Go to college, yes.
So how'd that work? Before Phoenix College, were you getting offers anywhere else?
No, not really. I think back then it wasn't as
Well known.
as in depth as far as like recruiting and stuff like that, like it is now. Um, I got to go to Phoenix College because my sister Dina went to Phoenix College.
Okay.
She before I did, so she had been there for a year, and then I just got recruited from Hines to do that to do a year there, or to go back, and I actually got to play a year with my sister, and then she was done, and then I did that 1 year, and then that was it. I decided that's where I met my ex-husband, and that's where I decided to have 2 more kids. So I left.
So you leave. How many years from when you were there? You were there 96, 97,
Yes.
and then you came back when?
2012.
2012. And during that time, you had 2 more children.
Yes, I was a stay-at-home mom. I didn't work, didn't do nothing. I was a stay-at-home mom. And then that's when I had reached out to Coach Hines to finish my education. Wanted to go back as a coach, and that's when he offered me to go back as a pitcher, not a coach, as a player.
Were
So
Were you thinking about that at all? Like you were going to play, or you just wanted some help with getting your school paid for as a coach, and he convinced you to be a player?
yeah, heck no, it was never a thought or nothing at that point. I was 37 years old at that point, so I already had my family. Remarried at that time. Remarried to my husband now, Joey, and between the 2 of us, we had 7 kids. So it was never it was never a thought to go back as a player, just as a coach.
So 7 children, and you're coming back, coaching, gets school paid for, and then how did Hines figure out that he wanted you as a player instead? How'd that go down?
He asked if that was something I was interested in. I said no, I was too old, and he's like, "Well, just come out, try it, see what happens, see how you do, and we'll take it from there." And I was like, "Okay." So we went to Mike Grimaldi's facility, and went out there, threw some balls, threw some pitches, was still going like 63, 64 miles an hour. So he's like, "You're coming back?" I said, "I don't know." So I was kind of excited. It's kind of exciting to be able to still be able to do that after so many years. And went home, told him I had to talk to my husband, see if that was something we were able to do. And my husband gave me the thumbs up and said, "Go ahead, I'll hold the fort down." So
Wow, 7 children. I don't even
yeah,
know how that's possible.
I did it. I don't know. Honestly, to this day, I still don't know how we did it, but we did it.
And
Oh,
so,
he did it.
well,
He did it.
a lot of people, I'm sure, were involved to make that happen. That's amazing.
Yeah,
So so when you were throwing pitches, how fast were they going?
like 63, 64.
Which is equivalent to what to
Uh,
baseball? Because
the
it's
baseball.
shorter.
Yeah, probably. I
Like
think it's equivalent to like maybe
yeah.
90 to 95 miles an hour, somewhere in between there.
So that's explains your ERA. What were you throwing when you were first at PC?
I think I was throwing like in the high 60s, almost 70.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you maintained.
Yes,
Wow.
I did. Yeah.
So you come back to Phoenix College. You help Phoenix College win I think it was their 8th or 9th national title. 8th under Hines,
Hmm.
9 in total because softball won their first national championship in 1979. And so the last time we won a national championship was under you.
2012. Yeah.
And we haven't won one since. Of course, we were close last year. They were best start ever, and then of course COVID shut them down,
Hmm.
and now they're even better because they didn't lose eligibility, and they're going to be scary.
definitely.
So let's talk a little bit about Phoenix College. You come back uh, to work on your academics and pursue a career, and you're actually doing what? You're a phlebotomist, or I don't really know what.
Yeah,
Did I say it right?
yeah, you
All right.
did. Yes.
So
So
what does that entail? What do you do?
I draw blood. I
O-
draw blood. I do a lot of lab work, urinalysis, finger sticks, all that stuff. So
And currently, you're working with the Arizona Cardinals, correct?
yes, sir. I COVID test at Arizona Cardinals daily, 7 days a week. I work.
So are we going to field a team this weekend?
We better.
Okay.
We better.
That's good. What's your fondest memory at Phoenix College?
Um, I think when I went back in 2012, um, just the relationships that I built as a player. Not, I was considered like a player coach. Okay. Um, I was named Mama Bear because I was almost a mom. I was a mom to like all the girls because they were old enough to be my kids, and just the relationships that I built at that time, being able to be a player as well as a mentor. I've kind of been there, done that, and they're going through it. So, um, so the relationships that I built, and just getting closer to Coach Hines and the coaches at that time.
Yeah, one of the best teams I've ever had was my 2013 team, and that team was special. And a lot of that was because I had good leadership. I had an older player. I had my captain was Joe Jaju, who was at PC for 2 years playing football, and then I got him to come back to be a soccer player, and
Nice.
he was huge for our program because he was older than everybody else. He had an opportunity to really give advice and stuff. He was really good at that, and
Hmm.
and I would imagine that'd be good for the players too. It's important to have good leadership within the locker room than just
Yes.
coaches. I think it's all about players. Players really dictate things, and it must be nice to have someone that, especially on the female side, to be able to talk to someone that's actually been through that, having children, raising a family and doing, real life things that
Hmm.
they're getting close to potentially doing. So
Hmm.
did you had a lot of conversations about those kind of things, about maybe you should be
Most
dating that guy, or
Most definitely, and don't have kids, and it postpones your dreams, and do what you got to do now, and don't wait till later. I mean, not that it was a bad thing, because I actually accomplished quite a bit in that 2 years or that year that I was there. I had a lot of accomplishments, a lot of achievements. So um, I would never change anything. If I could change things back then, I would have. So I try to put that into the goals at that time to
and that's
continue.
what I like about Phoenix College and the 2 year experience, the first 2 years, and the opportunities that we provide. We're not limited. I mean, you were much older coming back, and you were aware of those eligibility rules. I've had 28-year-olds, 29-year-olds on my team,
Hmm.
given them opportunities to give school a shot once again uh, through sport, which is important. So, uh, we're grateful that you actually came back to PC because you helped
Hmm.
us obviously win a national title, but you did much more than that. Uh, Softball was already on the map, but it doesn't hurt to win a national title. It doesn't hurt for you to be able to mentor a lot of those players that went on to move on and learn a lot from you. So you entered into coaching. So you stayed at PC, so you could
Yeah.
stay doing your academics,
Hmm.
and you were a coach. So what did you do for coaching, or as far as a coach, what did you do for the program?
So I was more in the bullpen. I was working with the pitchers, mainly did a little bit with the catchers, but mainly just the pitchers. And I thought that was truly amazing. Like, it was amazing to be able to coach. Not everybody can be a coach. It takes certain skills and ability to be a coach, to get through to these girls and to be able to teach them and make them humbled. So
And
going back as a coach for, I think I was there for like 4 years coaching, and it was a great experience for me. Now I'm off and COVID testing the Cardinals, but I have my own cage in my backyard where I do private lessons for pitching and catching. And just from everything that I've learned and developed at Phoenix Community College, which gave me that ability from Coach Hines, I'm able to put that into my girls now. I'm able to coach them and teach them and not just be a coach, but be a mentor and a friend. So
Yeah.
it's amazing. It's a blessing.
Yeah, I've had a couple times. I asked Heinz, I'm like, "Hey, can I sit in to your coaching meetings?" And oh, sure, come on board. And I remember going, and it was Heinz and the whole coaching staff. I don't know if you were there at the time. I can't remember my days anymore. But he's so structured with everything. He's like, we're doing this, how are you doing with that? Any girls when you talk about how they doing academically, and just kind of same thing. It was consistent, and that's what I know and love and learn from Heinz Mueller is he's consistent, and that's important for any player's development, students' development is consistency of knowing what's going on, so they're able to prepare for things. So, what coaching advice would you give to anyone that's looking into coaching, whether it's one-on-one or team within softball?
The biggest thing that I've taken from coaching is to not try to change a girl. Don't try to change an athlete. Develop them with what their skills and abilities are. You can't make them into something that they're not. You can't make them into you or to somebody else. So that's been my biggest thing is to just coach them and their skills and don't try to change them.
Yeah, that's great advice.
hmm
I like to work on their strengths and just try to keep developing that. It is hard. I've tried to develop things that can't be developed.
Yes.
That's how you learn too. So you can't do it.
There's some that you can't change or help with their skills, but for the most part, most of them are humbled and ready to learn and to be coached. So that's like the biggest thing I've taken out of coaching is to work on their skills, not change them.
So the national championship, how big was you? Oh, you got a big ring because they kept getting bigger.
I did.
Yeah,
I did.
because Heinz has small ones when he first was winning, but then when I think the athletic department started funding it, then the rings got really bigger.
Yeah.
And so you got a big one.
I did. I got like a brass knuckle.
So you win the national championship. We're going backwards a little bit, and then it was kind of a whirlwind. I remember, Heinz. We're in the cave, and he's doing talking about how grateful he was, and watching Heinz Mueller cry is always the best thing. If you talk to anyone outside of PC, they think Heinz is just mean, cheater, whatever, and he's the nicest human being I know, gentle, just nothing. His aura is a lot different than who he is as a human being. So I remember him speaking and introducing all of you, and then you went on a whirlwind of you were on Fox, you were like you met with the mayor, you were everywhere. How long did that last? I mean, where did you get an opportunity to talk about your experience being Mama Bear?
So I think in 2014 I was awarded the Woman of the Year award as an athlete at the Mercury game.
Oh wow!
So I was awarded that award, and that was pretty amazing. I was able to speak a little bit on that. I was in Sports Illustrated on the faces. The faces or something.
Faces in the crowd or
faces in the crowd. There you go.
Yeah.
So I was in that as well. Doing the news things, all that stuff. So I got quite a bit of recognition, which was pretty amazing.
Yeah, you were everywhere for a period of time, and we need to get you back out there. We need more of that because anytime you're promoted, Phoenix College is promoted, and that's always a good thing. What would you say? So today, how many years removed are you? You're 8 years removed from playing.
Yes.
And then 4 or 5 years removed from coaching at PC, but you're still coaching today. So your fondest memory, memories is being with all the relationships you've built
Yes.
within your team. What about the classroom? Is there anything unique or special during your experience of being in the
As a
classroom?
student.
What's that?
As a student,
Yeah, as a student.
so it was definitely much more difficult going in as a student being 37.
Yeah.
The brain just doesn't work the same, and nothing, it just doesn't click the same. So it definitely took a lot more work to stay focused, as well as everything that I was juggling at that time.
Right.
Family, school, softball, all that stuff. So yeah, just being able to have that self discipline to stay focused, to complete it, to do it, to be eligible to play, because you
Yeah.
have to be able to play. So got to keep the grades up.
Yeah. That's that has. I mean, I'm still like amazed about how you're able to do that because you have 7 kids,
Hmm.
you have a husband, and anytime they're going through problems or anything, it's on your shoulders, and you're paying attention, you're thinking about it, and that's a big distraction as well. Um,
Yes.
my for me, I don't pay attention enough. My wife was all upset last night because Jet and online school, it's not doing well, and
Hmm.
you know she's in tears, and I'm like, he's fine, but but being a mother, it's a little different. It's you really pay attention to all those little details.
Hmm.
Not saying fathers can't, but I don't.
Yeah, that's our job as a parent, as a mother, I guess.
That's a lot of stress. I mean, that's amazing that you were able to juggle all those things, and for Phoenix College gave me opportunities. It's same as what you went through. Where I was asking, like, who was recruiting you? We're same age.
Hmm.
I was the top goal scorer in Arizona, and they're like, "Where are you going to college?" I'm like, UCLA. No one called me.
Yeah.
I wasn't even eligible. I didn't even know there was eligibility requirements. I never took my SATs or any of that. No one told me anything because I was soccer. I wasn't football or basketball, which was more important at the time. And nothing was calling. But I am so grateful that Phoenix College was there to say, "Hey, we'll keep you going to at least have an opportunity." How grateful are you for the opportunities that Phoenix College uh, gave you?
Oh my gosh, I there's no end to it. I'm extremely grateful. It's given me so many more opportunities now than what I would have had before if I never went back. If I never went back, I don't think I would be where I'm at right now. So going back to Phoenix Community College has really opened a lot of doors for me, as far as my coaching ability, just all the accolades that I received, and just everything. I mean, without PC, honestly, I don't think I would be where I'm at today.
Yeah, it's huge on your resume, and to have a national championship, I mean, that is such a big deal. I don't
That's
care what it is. I don't care if it's croquet. If
yeah,
you are number one, no one can take that from you, and that's a big deal. And
definitely.
and I know you're busy. I know this is our second go at this, and you've been online with me for an hour and a half, it seems, between the 2 days. Um, but we're grateful that you actually took the opportunities to come back to PC, and we're grateful for softball to keep shining the way they do, especially through athletes like yourself. Uh, we at Phoenix College like to say we love you very much for everything you've done for us, and I'm sure it goes both ways. Uh,
Definitely.
keep doing what you're doing. Stay in the game. Stay out there, and we'd love to have you back. But when COVID, you know, phases out or whatever, when we get to back to real life, we're gonna have you in, and we'll do this
I,
in
I
a
would
more
love to come back.
professional.
Do anything that I can do to promote PC and what they do and what they stand for. I'll do anything to help that, and to help you. You know, promote everything we gotta do for
Yeah,
PC.
because
And don't
sports do matter. What's that?
don't forget my shirt.
Oh yeah,
You got GCC on one side and then
yeah,
PC on
half
the
and
other.
half. I will do that. I just wrote it down. I will do that. No, I appreciate your time, Gina. I know you have to be busy. There's too many things to juggle, and you're coaching, and you had family and all that stuff.
batting practice at 1:30.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'll let you get prepared for that. Thank you so much for coming on, Gina. And we'll air this as soon as possible. I'll let you know.
All right. Thank you, David. You have a wonderful day.
You too. Bye, Gina.
Bye-bye.